Alright, what is up guys? Today is Wednesday, November 8th, 2017, and today I have a cool little update to share with you on the F-150 here. This truck recently got something new. That's right. I finally got one of my radios in here. It is a Kenwood NX-800H Next Edge UHF 45 watt mobile radio with a Kenwood KMC 35 microphone. This particular unit is one that I haven't had for too long. This is actually the one that was on my portable base power supply that I showed you guys in the last video, but I actually put a different radio onto that and put this in here. So this is the same radio that came out of the school bus I used to ride.
Yeah.
Let him know also there are no stops on Batavia. You just go straight to Timber after Winchester.
And this one is in pretty good shape. Before I power this thing on and everything, I'll go ahead and show you guys the whole entire setup, and then I'll come back here and I'll go ahead and give it a quick test for you guys. But obviously we got the radio right here, a very convenient place to have it mounted. I can easily reach the microphone and everything and reach all the buttons. It's pretty nice to have this this mounting location in the truck. You guys can see the power wires come out of the back of the radio, and I have them plugged into the power wire here going to the fuse box. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood here, and I'll show you guys under the hood. So the wires go up through there, under or above the pedals actually. And if I can get this hood open. So they come out right here under the hood, and they're routed through the firewall, and they're tied down right there, and they go into the fuse box right there. So I actually did not do this, and I also didn't put in the mounting bracket. I have to thank my coworkers Pablo and Javier at the school bus company that I work at for actually doing half this installation for me. And they did it for free too, which was very nice of them. I supplied the power wires and the mounting bracket, and they, you know, they're the ones who do the cameras and the radios for our buses. So they were kind enough to install these power wires, you know, crimp-on connectors to these power wires, and you know, we'll wire this thing to the fuse box and run the wires and everything, and do all that. They did that. They ran the power wires to the fuse box and through the firewall, and they also put it in the mounting bracket. So big thanks to them for doing that, especially for doing it free. That was really nice of them. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the antenna I have here. This antenna should look familiar. This is my Maxrad mobile antenna. This is the very first antenna I ever got that came with the 862G, and came from my dad's work. So right now I just have the coax running into the door. I know that's not the best way to set it up, to have it going, but you know, it's I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It works for now, but you know, I've heard it's not the best way to do it. But the wire comes in through the door there, goes all the way through there under the seat, and comes up there. So like I said, part of this installation is a little bit sloppy, but overall it works very well. So you know, it obviously comes under the seat, comes up to here. You know, I'm hoping to do you know, improve the cleaning up the power wires. I'm hoping I can clean up the power wires a little bit better and somehow hide this, since it does look a little bit crappy. But besides that, the setup works well. I saved some space by not putting the microphone clip anywhere else except for the side of the radio. What I really like about this is that you can use the screws that hold the radio into the bracket. You can just put the microphone clip right on top of that and screw it right down, and it works just fine. It saves some space, and it saves putting some holes in the truck. So this is one of my newer KMC 35s. I just got this one off of eBay. It was something I purchased, and someone marked this UHF. So, and this is a good microphone, makes good contact with the clip, so the squelch always closes and everything like that. So, overall, a very good setup. You know, works well. I'm very happy with it. It's nice to have a kind of permanent installation in this truck, and if we ever sell this truck for whatever reason, I can always take this thing right out. It's pretty easy to take out. You know, the way it is right now, it's a lot better than the installation in my mom's car, which I have to do an update on that one too. But this one's better than the installation in my mom's car that I did, where I just ran the wires right to the battery, and the radio's kind of just sitting in there. You know, it's not actually mounted in. But anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. They wired it to the fuse box, like I said, so the since the wire's on a fuse, the power to the radio will only come when you turn the key on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the key on here. There's the power to the radio. And this radio has the same exact programming file as all my other radios do. I just have my school bus company, the neighboring yard a few towns over, same company. And then I have a few other school bus companies on here and stuff like that. Then I have my all 22 GMRS channels, both fleet sync and non-fleet sync. I have my GMRS repeater inputs with travel tone. And then I have all my other GMRS repeaters, which I talk on, and all of their respective PL tones. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and I'll do a quick test here with my Kenwood TK380, and I'm going to go and put this onto a GMRS channel. Let's go to 462.55 megahertz. Sorry about that seatbelt chime that's going to happen. That it always bugs the heck out of me, but there's not much I can do about it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'll turn this down, and I'll go ahead and key this radio up, and you can make sure. I'm going to go ahead and key this up, and we can we'll go ahead and give this thing a quick test. So, WQXZ773 testing. Now, on this end, there's the fleet sync ID. That's the ID that the bus company gave the radio when they got it. I haven't changed it. I've kept it the same. It's written on the back there like all the other ones. So, now I'll go ahead and turn this up. You can hear me on the other end. I just don't want to turn it up too loud, or there will be some bad feedback. Radio check, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that, and I'll pick this one up really quick. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with that feedback. Radio check, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you guys can see, it's not the it's not the nicest setup, but it actually, I really do like it. It does a really good job. And what I like about this particular radio is that it has a good clock battery. Some of our buses have these radios, and the clock batteries in them are just, or however the time is saved, they're not good, and the clock always gets lost after like 5 minutes to a day, depending on the radio. This one has a good clock battery on it, and what's nice about that is, I'm going to go ahead and actually put my seatbelt on here just to stop this freaking chime. What's nice about that is that this Alpine stereo that we have in here, when the power is off to this thing, it doesn't display the clock unlike many other car stereos where the time will be displayed even if the thing is off. This one just, if you turn the power off, it's completely off. So it's nice to have this guy here with the correct time. I can always look down and see it. So overall, a pretty nice, pretty nice installation, at least for me. It works well for me, and I'm very thankful that Pablo and Javier did this installation for me, because I'm no good with putting up mounting brackets or running power wires or anything like that. They did that half. I did the rest of it. I put the radio in, ran the coax, and put the antenna up. So I'll go ahead and start the engine for you guys, and you can see it coming on again. So anyway, there you guys go. There's the radio setup in here, and hopefully pretty soon I'll be able to do an update on the setup in my mom's car as well. So anyway, there you guys go. Thanks for watching, and that'll be it.